Hey guys, and welcome back to the Nerd Cave for my September 2024 pickups video. Pretty light month. Pretty light month. I only got 5 things, 5 movies. So we'll go through that pretty quickly. But I did watch a lot of movies this month, so I will go through that. So excited for that. Happy that I didn't spend a lot in September just because October is here now. I'm going to Monster Mania convention this weekend, the first one they're having in Baltimore, so that should be really cool. Kino fall sale is going on right now, and I'm always a sucker for those sales, so I will be partaking. So between picking up stuff at the convention and getting stuff, which the last convention, and when I did my convention pickup video, I didn't get a lot in terms of physical media, so I'm kind of due to get some things. Hopefully Vinegar Syndrome will be there. I'm not sure if Diabolic DVD is there. They're usually at the Cherry Hill one, but I will keep an eye out for some stuff. And then the Kino sale. There's already a couple 4Ks I have my eye on, so I'll probably go look through that. So let's just jump into this. But before we get into the things I picked up this month... Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot one. Did I? I don't know if I showed that before. Yeah, whatever. I'll show it just in case. But before we get into the things I picked up, hopefully you watched my Friday the 13th collection video. So it was Friday the 13th last month. And of course, I just did a video on just everything I have. That's Friday the 13th. Movies, steelbooks, vinyl, laser discs, VHS, all that stuff. And when I was done, posters, everything. And when I was done, I immediately realized I forgot something, but I did not want to redo the video. And this is it. This is what I missed. Just one thing. It's the DVD documentary of His Name Was Jason. Really great documentary. I'll let you pause on that so you can look at some of the features here. But one of the better documentaries, so missed out on that. But anyway, let's jump in. Okay, so pretty much everything but one thing I picked up from Walmart, so let's jump into that. First up is Steelbook of Late Night with the Devil. So I'm very happy with my Walmart. It's a small Walmart. They kind of skimp on a couple of things. Their movie section was never that big. However, they have a dedicated spot now for the steelbooks. It is behind glass, which is annoying. Some are, some aren't. I don't know how they distinguish what goes behind the glass. But every once in a while, I check it out, and they have some things that surprise me. So this is one of them, Late Night with the Devil. I haven't watched it. Well, that's a lie. I watched it on Shudder. I haven't cracked this open yet. But this is a special edition steelbook, and here's everything that it comes with. If you want to pause that and take a look. And some of the special features. So definitely happy to get that. If you haven't seen it and you can't find the steelbook or the release, which I think the normal release should be easy to get, but it is on Shudder, so I would check that out or get Shudder if you don't have it. But that's my first pickup. The rest from Walmart. Let's just grab that stuff. Okay, first up here, Return of the Living Dead steelbook, 4K. Again, surprised that was there. I heard that this was kind of hard to find or out of stock in a lot of places. And I think it is a Walmart exclusive. Did I need this? No. The steelbook is awesome. There's nothing different in terms of special features from the 4K regular edition. So, but I got it for the artwork. I do love the steelbooks. I wouldn't call it an upgrade, but it is a duplicate of, if I can find it, right here. And this is hard to get out. Return of the Living Dead. So when that came out, I got that right away. Like I said, I really like that movie. And I also do have a budget DVD, I'm sorry, Blu-ray, that is signed by Linnea Quigley, and as soon as I got it signed by her, I put my finger right there where it says trash. So, rookie mistake. I know. It was early in my collecting career, so don't fault me for that. But that's the only reason why I haven't gotten rid of that Blu-ray. I have it signed by Linnea. So, Return of the Living Dead. No need to open it. I've already watched the 4K. The 4K looks great. Did I need to do it? No. But, like I said, artwork was great. Loved the movie, so whatever. I did it. Next up is another Walmart exclusive. This is a Blu-ray steelbook of Diary of the Dead. I remember seeing this in the theater. This is like a found footage Living Dead movie. It's okay. It's not terrible. I need to pick up some of the other Living Dead movies. I have Dawn, I have Day. I know the 4K of Land of the Dead is out. And there is an Island of the Dead, right? I feel like that's the last one that he did. I don't know if that's out or anything, but pretty cool steelbook. Here's some of the special features. Take a look at that. Didn't even realize that was a thing that was coming out, so that was a surprise. And last up, another kind of random pickup I didn't know was out. This is the 1990-something, 94 TV movie version of The Stand. This is another Stephen King miniseries from CBS back in the day. I remember miniseries when I was a kid. They were like events, like big premiere events. And Stephen King had his share of those events with his miniseries. So The Stand, I remember being really cool. Langoliers, I don't know if that ever came out. I'm sure that's out somewhere in physical media. I don't have that, but yeah, The Stand. I tried to watch the remake. I think it was on Paramount Plus. I'm assuming it's Paramount Plus. But I have not watched it because Paramount Plus was CBS All Access, wasn't it? Didn't it turn into that? Probably. It's hard to keep track of that stuff, but I think that's correct. I couldn't watch it. It was like the middle of the pandemic, and like not even like winding down pandemic. It was the heart of the pandemic, like pre-vaccines, all that stuff. Can't go out, wear masks, and that came out. And I remember watching the first episode. I was like, fuck this. It was like, I'm just going to watch the news and it's going to be just as scary, if not scarier. So at the time anyway, looking back now, you can debate it all you want, but here's some of the special features. The 4-part series. So definitely excited to have this. Hopefully they release some of his other miniseries in steelbook form as well. And last up is an Arrow release. Got this from Amazon. I pre-ordered it. My brother-in-law pre-ordered it maybe a couple days after me. He's still waiting for his. It still says, we'll let you know when it comes in. You know, he was able to order it, but then right afterwards, it says not available, but he has his order in. So hopefully he'll get it. I think he's going to keep a lookout this weekend when we're at the convention. If he sees it there, he'll just pick it up there. That makes sense to me. And it's 2009's Friday the 13th remake 4K edition from Arrow. Really awesome slip. And of course, I switched the artwork around to the original artwork. And here, if you want to take a pause on this and look at the special features, I really enjoy the remake. As shitty as a Nightmare on Elm Street remake is how good Friday the 13th one is. I love the pre-zombie Jason from 1 through 4. I love 5, but that's a whole different story. I love the 1 through 4 Jason. And yes, I'm saying 1, even though he's not in it. But I'm saying that because obviously they touch on every one of those movies, sort of, in this remake. I just think it's really good. I saw it in the theater. I've watched it multiple times. I rewatched this a lot. So happy to have it on 4K. I've heard good things. So glad to have that in the collection. They kind of did a half-assed version of that in the Blu-ray box set for Scream Factory. It was just the old school Blu-ray that had been already released, thrown in a new Amaray. So glad to finally have good treatment. And this is random. I went to Spirit Halloween to look for that not Friday, to look for that Halloween 2 pumpkin that I've seen online, and I just can't find it. I wasn't quick enough. But I did find Camp Crystal Lake socks. So super excited for this. These are like camp socks. So love those. And what else? Let me see. I'll move this off to the side. I don't know if I put this in another video. Maybe not. I saw Beetlejuice, but I think, I don't know when that was. Was it this month? I'll get to it when I look at the list, but I found this at Lowe's, AMC. Is this still called Lowe's or just AMC? It's the Bat Signal popcorn bucket. It was kind of sold out everywhere. I went to see Beetlejuice, and I saw it just kind of sitting there, and I was like, is that the last one you have? He goes, no, we just got a bunch in. So, and my son wanted one, so fucking $70 later, we both need these, like, we need a hole in the head. But listen, if I'm buying this for myself and my 10-year-old son wants it, I'm gonna get one for him too. Because how am I gonna justify him not getting it if his 40-plus-year-old father is getting shit like this, right? So, and whatever, he's happy with it. So it's cool. I've plugged it in. It works. It's awesome. So happy to have that. So here are my pickups for September 2024. Stick around, because next we'll be going through some of the things I watched in the month of September. Okay, so like I said, I saw Beetlejuice. I want to say that came out in September, so I don't have it on my list. So yeah, Beetlejuice. I saw that. Again, maybe I referenced that in another video. I'm losing track. I must have talked about it because I feel like I've ranted about this already. I liked it. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I think there was some storyline. His wife did not need to be in there. She had barely a storyline. Spoilers. But I'm not really spoiling anything. But and Willem Dafoe was awesome. But again, I don't know if he needed to be in there. After the movie, I was trying to think, why were they in there? How did that progress the story? And the reason it progressed the story was very minimal, and they could have done it in another way. But Willem Dafoe is awesome, so that's that. So I don't mind that. And forgetting who the actress is, but the one cool thing about it is that you got a little bit of Beetlejuice's backstory from when he was actually alive. So I thought that was kind of cool. So didn't hurt it. It didn't help it. In fact, I think you probably could have had a whole storyline with her. And maybe they'll bring that back in Beetlejuice. Because if they don't make this out of a trilogy, that would be stupid. Because it made a shit ton of money. Anyway, so I saw Beetlejuice. So this is just very quickly, I'm just going to read through off some of the things that I saw either in the theater or on streaming that I don't have physical copies of. Inner Space. Random. I don't know why I started watching it, but I love Inner Space. I probably watch Inner Space every couple years. Loved that movie as a kid. I think I was watching some video where it was talking about Dennis Quaid movies, and that came up, and I was like, fuck, I haven't watched that in a while. I've cursed a lot in this video. Anyway, so I watched Inner Space. Thought that was great. Speaking of Dennis Quaid, I saw The Substance. Batshit crazy, but awesome. It kept reminding me of a David Cronenberg movie because of the body horror, mixed with like From Beyond, another body horror type movie. I thought it was going to go in a different direction. I thought it was going to be a little more serious than it was. Not that it wasn't serious, or it wasn't campy or anything. It was just, I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad I experienced it in the theater. But yeah, so I thought that was cool. And Dennis Quaid was awesome in it, and so was Demi Moore. Some TV shows, don't make fun of me. I'm middle-aged, so I'm watching Suits on Netflix. Going through that series, I'm up to season 2. I think it's fun. So whatever. It's one of those mindless like USA shows that I used to make fun of my mother for watching shit like that, and now I'm watching it. So I'm watching Suits. The Penguin. If anyone hasn't seen The Penguin yet, the first 2 episodes are on Max. They rock. They are so good. I love The Batman. I love that movie. I've rewatched it more than I thought I would. And The Penguin is a perfect addition to that world. Colin Farrell is amazing. Really, really, really good show so far. The Watchers. That's M. Night Shyamalan's daughter directed movie where they're in the woods and they're in this room and there's glass and the creatures can watch them. Random watch. After I watched The Penguin, I was ready on Max and I watched on that. Not terrible, not great. Not a super long movie, which is good. So, entertaining. Told you about The Substance. Tulsa King Season 2 is out. Paramount Plus, I believe. Check that out. Season 1 was really good. I've watched the first episode of Season 2, and it looks to be just as good. So, excited for that. And the sleeper hit of September, believe it or not, is Transformers 1. I was in the movies with my son. I was at the mall with my son, and we randomly, here's my hands because I'm not like, you don't see my face, blah blah blah. Anyway, Transformers 1. We were at the mall, and I was like, hey, if there's a movie showing right now, we'll go see it. And Transformers 1, and I wasn't looking forward to it. The whole Optimus was friends with Megatron bullshit, but it really worked. It was really good. It's probably one of the better Transformer movies, and I hope they make a lot more based on this. It was awesome, and I'm shocked that I'm saying that. Anyway, let's get to what I watched in September. Physical media. First up, and don't make fun of me, I'm not disgusting, Sorceress. If you remember, I picked this up from my Synapse sale. Linda Blair. I guess this was the time when she used to make Skinamax type movies, because this is exactly what this is. And just the gratuitous nature of it was shocking. With, not that I haven't seen stuff like this, but within, like, the opening credits is just full frontal immediately. It's like, holy cow, okay. But the funny thing is, it was actually interesting. It wasn't a bad movie, and I don't know why. I liked it. Setting aside the obvious reasons, I didn't hate the movie. I think Linda Blair could have had more of a character arc. It's just, she's there, and then at the end, she's in it more. And not that I want to spoil it. Spoilers, but yeah, she's like the bad at the end, and kind of out of nowhere. And just her intentions just seem kind of weird, and how she related to like the other characters you don't know. Anyway, debauchery, all that stuff, witchcraft, but pretty funny and a decent watch. They made like a sequel or 2 to this, which I'm probably not gonna go chase after. But yeah, so Sorceress, which is also called something else. I wonder if it says it in the disc. No. Oh, hello. I forgot what it was called. Does it say it? Oh, Temptress. It used to be called Temptress, or it's still called Temptress. Next up, of course, it was Friday the 13th. My brother-in-law and I had to watch a Friday the 13th movie. We finally watched one that I kept saying no to for the longest time. And it's Jason X. Evil Gets an Upgrade. Better than I remember. More entertaining than I remember. I saw this in the theater and I was just horrified. The second Jason movie I ever saw in the theater. The first being Jason Goes to Hell. And I was just horrified. I don't hate it as much. But it's like, it just feels like a made-for-TV movie, especially like the cast of Andromeda is in it. So, whatever. Jason X. Happy Friday the 13th. Next up, popcorn. Another Synapse pickup, something I've wanted to watch for a long time, um, and I finally went ahead and done it, and I liked it. I think it's kind of weird. I like the cast. It's kind of like a messed up dark man, and if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Here's a little bit about the film. Wow, it's really small writing. Okay, you can pause that if you want to take a look. And there we go. I actually really enjoyed it. So, popcorn. To get ready for Beetlejuice, I had to watch Beetlejuice. Watch that with the kids just to get them ready for it. Here's just my Blu-ray Steelbook. So, I was watching a interview with one of the Wayans. And then this is how my mind works. I was watching that, and then I was looking at my shelf to see what to watch, and I'm like, I have a crap ton of Kino. Let me pick something, and I saw this, and I'm like, I just saw something on the Wayans. Let me watch this, and it's I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. There's no other way I could have said that. That didn't sound terrible, but I love this movie as a kid. Does it hold up as much? No, but it's still pretty good. I think it's really funny. Damon Wayans is hysterical in this. It's pretty decent. So I watched that. And because I watched that, I decided to watch Shaft. Okay, I just watched the parody of a Shaft movie. Let me actually watch Shaft. It's my Criterion collection. This contains 2 Shaft movies. So I watched the first one. Never seen it before. Slow. I think that's just kind of how the movies were back then, but enjoyed it. Entertaining. So I look forward to watching the second one. And R.I.P., right? I think he died recently, the actor who played Shaft. And then I watched another Kino, and this is The Bedroom Window with Steve Guttenberg. I liked it. It was interesting. It was kind of like, I'm thinking is this going to be like Rear Window? But it's not. It's hard to explain without really ruining the entire movie. But it's this kind of drama, suspense, thriller type movie, which I enjoyed. And what's her name is in it? Elizabeth McGovern, who I've only seen in She's Having My Baby. I think that's the name of the movie. No, that's not that. That's not right. That's Molly Ringwald. It was Kevin Bacon. They were getting married. Yeah, I am the worst. But she's in that with Kevin Bacon. Anyway, I liked it. I think it was good. It was entertaining, and I would watch it again. Next up is by far the worst movie I watched this month. Another Kino, because I just want to watch some of my Kinos. Rent-A-Cop with Bert and Liza. He is phoning this in. This is around the time where he's just making movie after movie. It's kind of his Nicolas Cage type of era. Although Nicolas Cage films have gotten a lot better over the last couple years, and we look forward to Nicolas Cage movies. He adds something to it. He doesn't phone it in. He's still acting the shit out of his movies. This is just, I don't want to be here. I'm here for the paycheck. Why am I starring in this movie with Liza Minnelli? Liza Minnelli plays a hooker. So let that sink in. And she just pretty much plays herself, though. Over the top. If you know the term douche chili, it's very douche chili. But there's a lot of people in this movie that I'm not even going to start to mention, but you can just kind of look. But a ton of people that I recognize. The one dude from I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker was in it. Yeah, and the dude from The Warriors, the second Raiden from the better Mortal Kombat movie. I'm clearly lying. Yeah, it took me 2.5 days to watch this. and I got to the point where it's like I have to finish it. It was gross. It was gross. Next up, I forgot one. Yeah, I'll wait until last for that one. The Monster Squad. My son wanted to watch a horror movie. They watched Silver Bullet last month. So this month I popped in The Monster Squad. He really liked it. This is a movie from 88? 87. Classic. 4K looks great. Within the first 5 minutes of the movie, they use these terms that you can't say today, referring to gay people. like 2 different ways in like 5 minutes, 3 different times. And I was like, we don't say that anymore. We don't say that. What's that word mean? We don't say that anymore. Listen, I'm not trying to be too PC with my son, but at the same time, there's things that he should know that he shouldn't say that we used to say all the time in the 80s and 90s, without giving it a second thought. Anyway, Monster Squad. Fun. Love it. The dude who plays the werewolf also plays the vampire in Fright Night 2. There are too many people out there that think he played a werewolf in Fright Night 2. He did not. He played a vampire who transforms into a wolf like Dracula did in Bram Stoker's Dracula, right? That's what it is. I love that he's playing 2 monsters in these 2 movies, but they're 2 different monsters. So people out there who think he played a werewolf in both movies, you're wrong. Just saying that. Anyway, last up, and I forgot to mention this, on Friday the 13th, I popped in a Laserdisc of my Friday the 13th Part 3. I was cleaning up in the man cave, and I haven't watched a Laserdisc in a while, so I popped this one in. Here we go. Pretty cool. It is all screwed up. This is from like a lot of that I purchased a long time ago when I started getting to Laserdiscs. And yeah, it was really beat up, but it's Friday the 13th, so who cares? Anyway, here is everything I watched in the month of September. Alright guys, so here's everything from September, except for the Spotlight, Batman Spotlight, just because I can't fit it on the desk. Anyway, here's everything. Let me know in the comments below, what did you watch in the month of September? What are you looking to watch in October? I need to put that list together. It's October 3rd already. I went on a business trip for 2 days. Haven't been able to watch anything yet. I'm really slacking. I'm going to have to like double, triple up watching movies to catch up to the 31 Nights of Halloween. I'm already screwing that up. Anyway, let me know in the comments, what did you watch? What did you pick up this month? What are you planning on watching in October? Don't forget, can't speak. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see you guys in the Nerd Cave.